The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. The Old Man and the Sea is more than just a story about a fisherman and a fish. It is a profound meditation on human struggle, dignity, resilience, and the quiet courage that lives in the soul of an ordinary person. Santiago, the main character, is an old Cuban fisherman. Once respected, now viewed with pity, he hasn't caught a fish in 84 days. The sea seems to have turned away from him. The villagers whisper about his misfortune. Even the young boy Marlin, who once fished beside him, has been forced by his parents to leave Santiago's boat and work with luckier fishermen. But the bond between Santiago and Marlin is deep. Every day, the boy visits the old man, brings him food, and talks baseball with him, especially about his hero, Joe DiMaggio. Marlin still believes in him, still sees the greatness that others have forgotten. On the morning of the 85th day, Santiago sets out alone into the deep sea. He rows far beyond the usual fishing grounds, into the heart of the Gulf Stream, where the water is blue and endless. He talks to the sea creatures, the birds, the flying fish. To him, the sea is not just water, it is a living companion, a feminine force that nurtures and tests him. There's a reverence in how he listens, how he waits. Then comes the moment he has been hoping for. A giant marlin takes the bait. But this is no ordinary fish. It is massive, strong, noble. Instead of being caught, it drags Santiago's boat farther into the sea. And so begins an epic battle, not just of strength, but of will, patience, and endurance. For 3 long days and 2 nights, Santiago and the marlin are locked together, bound by the invisible thread of struggle. He holds the line with bleeding hands. His body aches. His mind begins to blur. But he speaks to himself, to the fish, to the stars, calling on memories of his youth, of the lions he saw playing on African beaches, of Joe DiMaggio, who played through pain. Santiago doesn't just fight the fish, he respects it. He calls the marlin a brother, an equal, a worthy opponent. He admires its beauty, its strength, its determination. And yet, he knows he must kill it. That is the harsh truth of life. On the 3rd day, with sorrow in his heart, he finally harpoons the marlin. The sea becomes still. He has won, or so it seems. But the true test is only beginning. As Santiago sails home, exhausted but proud, the scent of blood in the water draws sharks. They come, relentless and hungry. One by one, he fights them off with his harpoon, his knife, the tiller, anything he can grasp. He kills many, but they keep coming. By the time he reaches the shore, the great marlin is gone. Only a skeleton remains. Santiago returns to his shack, utterly spent. He lies down, barely able to move. Yet, in his defeat, there is a strange kind of triumph. The villagers, who once doubted him, now stand in awe at the size of the marlin's bones. Marlin, heartbroken and inspired, promises to fish with him again. As the story ends, the old man sleeps. And in his dreams, as always, he sees the lions on the beach, a symbol of his youth, his spirit, and the strength that never truly leaves him. The Old Man and the Sea is a story of solitude and connection, of silent strength and the dignity of perseverance. Hemingway tells us that true greatness does not come from success alone, but from the grace with which we endure loss, and the quiet fight we carry within our hearts. It's a reminder that we are never too old to dream, never too broken to rise again. Santiago may have returned empty-handed, but in spirit he remains undefeated.